You are welcome to Reality Global Network today. I am Omoni Oluwadamilola. On Kingdom Guest today, with me in the studio is the president of Reality TV and the pastor of Power of His Reality Church, in person of Pastor Oluwarotimi. Peter, Daddy, you are welcome.
God bless you, my sister. It's nice to meet you again.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
On today's program, Daddy, we have some questions for you about the teaching that we have been on it for several weeks now, and that is covenant. Daddy, can you shed more light? What is covenant?
As the English will say that what you don't define, you don't find. So if you don't define covenant, and it cannot be well understood. So the definition of covenant simply means the binding agreement between two parties. Binding agreement between two parties is what we call covenant. You know, if I want to give it a description, physical description, say two people are involved in buying and selling. I have my money, you have your product. So there must be an exchange between both of them. Exchange of goods and services. That is exchange of money and your service. So I have the money and you have the service. I want to buy a certain thing from you. So if I pay you, then you offer me the service. For instance, now, somebody want to help me fix my laptop. Okay, can you fix the laptop for me? He said, yes. Are you competent? I reply, yes. Reply, yes, rather. Then it is my own obligation to give him maybe part of the money. Then he fixes the system. When the system is well fixed, then it has been a debt on me to balance his money. So both of us exchange services and money. That is covenant. So I use that physical to explain the spiritual. So in terms of spiritual, covenant is an agreement between the heavenlies and the human. We have a need. God cannot have a need. You understand? God has what we need. So we have to offer service to God before God will give us what we need. What is our own service? It is one thing or the other which time will not permit us to say here. So there are obligations on us to fulfill in our own side before God will not fulfill his own. So when those two parties, God and man, fulfill their own obligation, agree together, then we will now enjoy God in fullness. But God has no need. I've mentioned it. He has no need. If two people are involved in covenant, you understand? Somebody is strong somewhere, another person is weak somewhere. So both of them have to exchange weakness and strongness. But in the side of God, he doesn't have weakness. He's ever strong God. So he's just looking for opportunity to add to us. Just come around. I'm ever strong. You just come, let me add my strongness to your weakness, or swallow up your weakness so that you can be as strong as I am. You understand? That is the side of God. So that's why there is so deep secret about covenant. Anybody that understands it will really enjoy God in fullness. So covenant is an agreement between two parties, between man and man, then the heavenlies between human and divinity. That is covenant.
Thank you, sir. Another question I want to ask is that this covenant that we are talking about, how important is it to a child of God?
Very, very important. Very, very. Covenant is very, very important. Let me say it this way. The reason why I'm been clamoring on the teaching of covenant is if you know Ondo State, it will not difficult for you to know the name of our governor. Even if you are not in Ondo State, just go anywhere you are in the world, study about Ondo State. Then you cannot study about Ondo State without knowing the name of the governor first. You understand? So in trying to know Ondo State, you know many things. You know the name of our governor, you know the cities that are in Ondo State. You may even know the names of the royal fathers in Ondo State, the name of the numbers of the members of the cabinet of Ondo State, and then many other important places. Do in the kingdom one after the other that may take us time. You may not even need it. Once you are in covenant, all other things in the kingdom will be easy for you to do. You struggle to speak the truth. You struggle to come earlier to the church. You struggle to give to God. You struggle to evangelize. You struggle. All those things will not need, because all of those things are embedded in covenant. You understand? So the importance of covenant is every other things in the kingdom we follow covenant. And above all, there is no man who is in covenant that will not make heaven. You understand? Okay, God says, he says, follow peace with all men and holiness. Abi, without which no man can see the Lord. Okay, so when you are in covenant, you are in holiness. So when you are in holiness, then you make heaven. So anybody that is fully practicing covenant will enjoy God in this world and eventually make heaven. So that is how important covenant is. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Our viewers at home want to have a break now. When we come back, then you hear more about the topic covenants. You are all welcome back. Daddy, before we go on to this program, what we want to ask again is, every one of us, we call ourselves children of God, children of God. Is it all the children of God that are in covenant?
So what you are asking me now is everybody called himself or herself a child of God is walking in covenant?
Yes.
No is the answer. Capital no is the answer. All children of God are in service. They serve God. They try to serve God. All children of God, they try to live holy. They try to stay righteous. They try to come to church. They even try to win people to God. All children of God are serving God, but not all children of God are in covenant. Let me give you a sample. If I'm to employ you to work with me, do you know you may still be working with me for several days and not start recognizing you as member of my staff. I may not yet recognize you. The reason is that until you are enlisted, particularly in the government sector, until you are enlisted, into the names of those who are fully employed under a particular company or under ministry, governmental sector, you are not yet recognized. You know, there are two types of, let me use this to describe. There are two types of government workers. Some are staffs that fully employ staff of under government, either federal or a state or local government. But some are into partial job, manual job. You understand? They call themselves government workers. They wear dress to the place of work, but they are not recognized as far as the state government is concerned because they are partial labor, partial staffs. You understand? Their names are not fully involved under those who are in payroll. No, those set of people are under a particular agent. Government will pay a particular agent. You understand? And the agent will employ them. It is the agent that employ them, not the government. So anytime the government pay the agent will pay them. At times, government will pay the agent will not even settle them. They squander the money for their own personal consumption. You understand? The reason is they are not employed by government, but they are employed by people. Those kind of people will be calling themselves, parading themselves government workers. But in the real term, they are not government workers. They are working in government sector, but they are not government workers. You understand? But until they are fully employed by government, either federal government or state government, they are not yet covered. Though some of them are eventually becoming, anytime they want to employ people, they always visit them, because I've seen some of them. Some people even spend 1, 2, 3 years there. Eventually, if they are favored, then they will be employed. So it's covenant. Many people serve God. You understand? But not all children of God are in covenant. Something makes you to be in covenant. I said it in one of my teaching. I called it, what's it called? The Book of Covenant. The Book of Covenant, in the physical description, is if government want to employ you now, government will inform the agent in charge of employment that you are going to employ 5,000 people. So the agent in charge, maybe Ministry of Employment, will now give information out there. Then people will come, they interview them. After interview them, you ask some questions from them. Then they will need to sign, put their pen into paper. That is what makes covenant. Maybe they fill a certain form. This is what you want. This is what you must do. If you do this, this is what we are going to do. Then if they are okay with it, then they sign. The signature is what makes this covenant between man and man. So is God. Many children of God are serving God, but not all children of God are fully involved in covenant. If you are going to be involved in covenant, you will deliberately come to God. You know what you need from God. You know what He requires to do it. Those are the two things. This is what I need. This is what I'm solving. Somebody want to be in covenant must know what is solving. Because you are in covenant because you need something from God, you understand, that can solve your own problem. So you now go to God, Lord, this is what I'm solving. I believe all these things can be settled through you. So both of them will now sit down. We will sit down with God and put pen and paper. When I say pen and paper, I'm not saying literal pen and paper. You understand? You need to involve in some things before God. God, this is what your word says I should do before you do your own. So I am ready, Lord, to do this. And then not only to do it, but when I start doing it, I will not stop doing it forever. That is what makes this covenant. Covenant is very, very strong, and it is not for everybody. Because you must think before you do it. Because I'm still coming to, maybe if you permit me, you can help me add this question to it. That is probational period of covenant. Because you have to be tested. So when you are in covenant, you are fully involved, then God will test you. He will test you. If really you are in covenant, if you are serving God, you may not need test. But if you are in covenant, you'll be tested. He may come one day and say he need your salary, the whole of your salary. You understand? At times you may have a particular amount of money in your pocket. God may send somebody and say, I whisper to you, go and give the whole money to that person. You know, he will test you to what does not convenient to you. You understand? So that is why when you are in covenant, ready to be in it without looking back. But when you are serving God, you may come to church today and not come tomorrow. You may give. You know, when you are in covenant, it will be an obligation for you not to be in service without giving offering. If you are in covenant, it will be an obligation for you not to hold your tithe without paying it. But if you are not in covenant, one day you may not have money and say, I will do it another time at your own convenience. There is no convenience in covenant. It is a must. You must do it. That is what makes it a covenant.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
Viewers at home, we have all heard today that covenant is an agreement between, a binding agreement between two parties. And when you are in covenant with God, that's your weakness. God will swallow them up. It will be easy for you to live a holy life, to live righteous. Try to like and comment on this network about this program. Join us again next week on Moments with Reality TV. Goodbye. On Reality Online Christian News today, at least 74 killed, 50 injured in Johannesburg building fire. Passport backlogs to be cleared in 2 weeks, says Minister. Mixed reactions as recent picture of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu in Germany emerges on social media. Arena of Encounter program. I am Omoni Oluwadamilola. On Reality Christian News today, at least 74 people were killed and 50 were injured when a 5-story building in downtown Johannesburg, South Africa, caught fire. The fire broke out at 1:30 a.m. local time, but it wasn't until 8 a.m. that fire crews, who began working the scene immediately upon arrival, were able to extinguish most of the flames, City of Johannesburg Emergency Management Service said. The Interior Minister said owning the green passport is a right of every Nigerian and not a privilege. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, says clearing all passport backlogs shouldn't take more than 2 weeks, adding that there is no excuse for passport delay in Nigeria. Tunji-Ojo made this known during a live appearance on Channels Television Politics Today program on Tuesday. He also said clearing all backlogs shouldn't take more than 2 weeks, adding that the scarcity and delay around fresh passport issuance and renewal fueled corruption in the sector. After clearing these backlogs, no Nigerian should wait for more than 2 weeks, he stressed. He said it is a right and not a privilege. Nigerians want that right to be actually theirs, not by somebody offering you your rights. Tunji-Ojo also said he is in talks with service providers and the Nigeria Immigration Service to digitize and decentralize the process of fresh passports, insurance, and renewal. A recent picture of the Ondo State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, which emerged on social media on Monday, 4th September, has generated mixed reactions from internet users. As recent picture of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu in Germany emerges on social media published 2 days ago on 4th September 2023, a recent picture of the Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, which emerged on social media on Monday, 4th September, has generated mixed reactions from internet users. In the governor's absence, his deputy, Honorable Lucky Ayedatiwa, has been in charge of Ondo State as the acting governor. On Monday, his wife, Betsy Akeredolu, shared a picture on the X platform formerly known as Twitter. Sharing the picture, she noted that Senator Niyi Adegbomire was in Germany to greet Governor Akeredolu. She added a hashtag with the information that the governor will soon return. The picture, however, generated mixed reactions from social media users. While some continue to pray for Akeredolu's quick recovery and soonest return to governance, others urge him to resign completely and focus on his recovery. Some others also advise his wife to refrain from sharing the governor's pictures on social media and also curb visits to him while recuperating. Arena of Encounter program. About 3 weeks ago, we started a program, an interdenominational prayer tag Alabiyamo. It was concluded last week and it was a powerful one where flowing rivers of curses were broken. Join us this again next week, Wednesday, for another prayer over our works. Please keep watching and remain blessed. On Reality Christian News today, highlights again: at least 74 killed, 50 injured in Johannesburg building fire. Passport backlogs to be cleared in 2 weeks, says Minister. Mixed reactions as recent picture of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu in Germany emerges on social media. Arena of Encounter program. I am Omoni Oluwadamilola. Please keep watching and remain blessed.
This is Reality Global Network. My name is Oluwarotimi Glory. The program is Today in History. History of Christianity in Nigeria. Welcome back. History in Nigeria. Christianity came to Nigeria in 5th century through the Augustine and the Capuchin. Back. History of Christianity in Nigeria. Christianity came to Nigeria in the 5th century through Augustinian and Apostle monks from Portugal. The first mission of the Church of England was established in 1842 in Badagry by Henry Townsend. Christianity developed in Judea in the mid-1st century, based first on the teachings of Jesus and later on the writing and missionary work of Paul of Tarsus. The Catholics, through the influence of the Portuguese traders, were the first missionaries to first set their foot on Nigeria soil. The primary objective of the early Christian missionaries was to convert the Etin and the Benighted Africa to Christianity via education. Over time, this faith spread throughout Nigeria and became an integral part of its cultural fabric. Today, Christianity is one of the most widely practiced religions in Nigeria. It has played a crucial role in shaping Nigeria's society and politics. Since its introduction, serving as both unifying force for Nigeria across different ethnics and also a platform for change and social changes. Christians around the world celebrate their faith through prayer meetings or church services each week. So to do, Nigerian Christians will gather together at various places across the country every Sunday morning for worship service. We quickly have a short break and come back after a moment. Good day, this is Reality Global Network. My name is Oluwarotimi Glory. The program is Today in History. History of Christianity in Nigeria. Let's quickly have a short break.